On the latest trends in the gaming industry with senior gaming editor at Ars Technica, Kyle Orland. Kyle, thanks for joining us.
No problem.
Kyle, virtual reality and digital romance intersecting at the Tokyo Game Show. We saw several applications like Summer Lesson and the Lovebot. What is happening on the romance VR front?
Romance VR front is a very interesting way of looking at things. With the gaming, you usually see these kind of visual novels where people can choose different options to go down and have a virtual girlfriend. With virtual reality, you could actually see that virtual girlfriend in front of you, or virtual boyfriend even, and it gives it a whole new presence, gives it a whole new way of thinking about things. It's not just a 2D image in front of you, it's something in 3 dimensions that you could almost feel like you can reach out and touch.
Reach out and touch, indeed. What else is happening? What is the next frontier with virtual reality, Kyle?
Well, right now, the main limiting factor for virtual reality, I feel, is that it costs a lot of money. You need a $1,000 computer for the highest end units, and then it's a $600 or $800 headset and controllers on top of that. With Sony and PlayStation VR coming out in the next month or so, that's going to come down substantially. The console is only $300 or $350, and then the headset is only $400 on top of that. So when you can get all in for less than $800, $900, it's going to open it up, not really the kind of household item that you can just buy on an impulse, but it's going to get it into a lot more homes. A lot of people who might have been thinking, hey, what's this virtual reality thing I've been hearing about? Why should I really get into it? They might bring it down to a point where they might actually consider putting it in their living rooms.
Okay, well, with this price change, keeping in mind that virtual reality may be the topic du jour, but so far we haven't really seen massive adoption. So with this coming out, when do you think we can expect to see that?
This will help, but I don't think we're going to see massive adoption, maybe a few million people. It'll still be in the realm of early adopters at this stage. But it's very early days. Remember, when the iPhone came out 10 years ago, a lot of people were very satisfied with their flip phones. They thought, oh, I don't really need a smartphone. And now, with years and years of iteration, the costs have come down, the power has gone up, and pretty much everyone you know has a smartphone in their pocket. Now, I'm not sure that virtual reality will go that way, but it definitely has a chance. And as time goes on, as the costs continue to come down, and as the technology continues to get even better, I think we're going to see a lot more people at least give it a try.
Absolutely. We're all keen to give it a try. And now there is a more immersive virtual reality experience where you're actually on some kind of device that allows you to walk, to run, and be more in the environment. Tell us about that.
Yes, augmented reality, I guess you're talking about, with games like Pokemon Go. These games, you don't need a virtual reality headset. You can just look down at your phone, and it seems like you can see the Pokemon that you're trying to catch in the real world using the camera application. This has become, one of the biggest trends in online gaming and cell phone gaming. It's got tens of millions of players, but it's been hard to replicate. You haven't seen many people making Pokemon Go clones yet. I think there's something about the Pokemon universe, the way that it encourages you to catch them all, as the slogan goes, that really lends itself to this. For other games, it's not just as simple as taking Pokemon Go and putting your characters on there. You really have to come up with a way to make it make sense for you to go out into the world and use the GPS location features in a way similar to Pokemon Go. So as also with the winter months coming up, I'm not sure how many people are going to want to still go out and hunt for Pokemon in the real world when it's freezing outside.
Yeah, we'll probably have more streets to parade around safely. Kyle, mobile gaming has definitely evolved over the last few years. How do you see that impacting the traditional console gaming, and in particular sales of consoles?
So I don't think console gaming is ever going to completely go away. There's things you can do on a TV with a real controller in your hand that you're never going to be able to do with a cell phone in your pocket. The thing is, like I said earlier, everyone has a smartphone in their pocket. This is a billion-person industry, and it's only going to continue growing around the world. Even the best-selling console can't even come close to matching that. When you have so many free games at just a touch on these smartphones, the potential market is so large that consoles really can't compete on a level playing field. it's a totally different experience, but it's also a totally different scale from a business perspective. I think you're going to see, even more than now, more and more big companies going all in on mobile just because of that scale.
All right, we're going to have to leave it there. Thank you so much, Kyle Orland, Senior Gaming Editor at Ars Technica.